Hi, I'm Brent, and I'm a truck driver. I wanted to talk about this guy here that's on the screen. I apologize for the quality. I'm using my Galaxy earbuds to record my audio because my gaming laptop does not have a microphone input. And I'm sorry if I cleared my throat. I am currently in Missouri. I just came from up in Michigan, so it was about 20 degrees, and I don't know if I'm coming down with anything, but anyways, I just wanted to talk about some things that I did recently regarding Andy signing up for his little mentorship program, his free consultation per se. So because I've been watching his videos, and I've noticed he hasn't done a lot of coding, but he does have a lot of inspirational videos on like what to do and what not to do and how to do things and whatnot. And I started to think to myself, I'm like, usually when you want to talk about what's going on with the job market or what you've been through, you want to share that experience of what to expect. I started to notice he really hasn't done much here. If you look at his LinkedIn, if you look at his job history, from 2018, he was a software developer. This is all public information, of course. I'm not doxing him or anything. I'm not trying to. Then you see here, you got 2015 to 2017, he was a software developer. So we'd say about 3 years of software development experience. And he's providing this mastermind program with minimal information regarding what he's offering you. But the caveat to that is, well, I'm already here. The caveat to all that is it's free. That's what he sells on his site, that it's free. If you come here, you can book yourself a connection. But essentially, I did sign up for his mentorship program. And as you can see here, read this before our call, Brent. My name is Brent, if you haven't figured that out. From Andy Sterkowitz, which is admin at his website.com with his picture, which is obviously an automated message. He's not going to sit there and siphon through thousands of applicants every single day. So I have a call scheduled with you. However, I did not receive your application along with the appointment. To help me identify how it could be of service to your career, please take 2 minutes to complete your application and submit it ASAP. This will ensure that you will get the maximum value of our career strategy session, which we'll find out later is complete bull. Click here to complete your application. I value your time. No, he values his own time. That's why this is all freaking automated. I also have a long line of clients that are asking for career strategy sessions. I want to serve everyone, and I don't receive your application by the end of the day today, I may need to cancel your appointment. Thank you. I look forward to receiving your application for review and speaking with you. So if we click the link, so it says Andy Sterkowitz, Software Development Mastery, almost done. Please fill out the short form below so Andy can prepare for your appointment. Put your full name, your email, your age, your country, what's your profession, how much do you make, how much is your target salary as a software developer, what's your biggest obstacle. So this could take some time, and I feel like I took some time typing this out because I really want some direction. Really, all I was trying to do was get some direction. Like, where could I maximize my amount of time? Because in my current field of work, I don't get a lot of time. I get maybe 2 hours a day of me time, and I have to fit in laundry, shower, eating. All that stuff has to be done within 2 hours so I can get 8 hours of sleep before I pick up and start driving for another 11 hours the following day. So I really spent time on this. I spent about 10 to 15 minutes typing out my biggest obstacle, hitting my target salary and my software. Really, it's not my target salary. I'm making salary right now. Well, I have been as a trucker. Obviously, you make money as a trucker. And your software development dream job. Really, it's just lack of knowledge. I know what I need to do. I've been doing it. I'm learning. I've already started creating applications, and I posted them to GitHub. The only thing I need to do is basically what I'm trying to pay him for because it's obvious that this is what he's after. He wants money to find out that you're serious. You know, having a YouTube presence and thousands, quote unquote, of applicants submitting these applications to him to schedule a time frame to talk to him. You'll find out there's a bar that you have to cross in order to qualify to talk to this man. And we'll get to that in a minute. But really all I'm trying to do is pay for the time I need. Like, I just need to pay for the route that I need to take. That's the worn path. What do I need to learn, and where am I going to waste my time? I want to avoid wasting my time, and I want to learn as much as I can because I have limited time. So that was a long, drawn-out digression of what I'm trying to say, but you get the point. What's your single most important goal right now? And please explain why you need my help. My most important goal would have been to find a job where I'm challenged every day. I can also eventually work from home so that I can witness my children growing up, because for the last 2 years I've been missing everything. So that's what I wanted to do, and I typed that out in very much detail so that he would be able to see. That's a very slow, I don't know if he coded this or not, but if it's going by what his last job was, he obviously is not doing any of the coding or code review in his new mastery program. What have you chosen so far to learn to code? So, watched online tutorials, blah, 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 blah. How long have you been coding? What's the type of development you're interested in? If a trusted friend or mentor advised me to spend $4,000 on a trainer or coach to completely transform my career and life, I would. And I selected this. See the value, but currently lack the financial resources, which I don't. I could pay for this. Why would I pay half of a boot camp amount of money to somebody where I don't even know what he's offering me yet, right? I figured I would talk to him, and then we would figure out where we're going to go from there, okay? So that's why I selected that. Now, this is the utmost and most important thing so far from my experience that kicked back my ability to talk to this man on Monday, because I had a scheduled appointment to talk to him at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Monday. Are you prepared to take action right now to invest in, basically saying, are you willing to pay this $4,000 I'm asking about right now so that we can get you started on this path to success? And of course I put yes, absolutely, because at the time I didn't realize that this was the bar to entry. If you're accepted into our program, how soon can you get started? Obviously, I said ASAP. I wanted a phone call, so he's got my phone number and my email address. And then, why should you choose to work with Andy? Why should Andy choose to work with you? Well, probably because you're paying him $4,000. That's why. Because you're paying for him to work with you. But in my response, I mean, if you want to just go along with this whole fucking spiel that he's got going on, it's I typed out that our call should determine whether or not you should feel if I'm driven enough to make this career change. I'm spending every moment that I'm not behind the wheel of this vehicle driving it to learn how to code, and I just want to know, what do I need to do to streamline the process so I'm not wasting any of my time. That's what I wanted. That's basically what I said. Because he's not going to convince me to try to work harder than I do, because I'm already feel like I'm doing that. Now, there might be some avenues that he may be able to point toward my direction that he's seen from other people that he's worked with that might spark my interest a little bit more. But so far, where we're at right now, I feel like I am doing as much as I can with the allotted time that I have in my free time to take care of this. Because I stopped video gaming. I don't do anything out of the ordinary besides code. As soon as I stop, my laptop is open. I'm munching while I'm learning. Okay? So here is the part that really kind of made me feel like this is bull. You will be called at the time you picked. Please commit to your appointment by typing this sentence in the box below. You have to. This is a requirement. You have to do this. Yes, I promise I will answer the phone for my strategy session when Andy calls. Like, that right there tells me this guy is above you. You need his help. You're going to answer his phone call no matter what. And that could also mean, hey, he's busy. He's choosing to do this. I mean, so far, as long as you said that you were going to give him $4,000, this is his opportunity to try to pitch to you why you owe him $4,000 for what you don't even know he's going to give you yet. Okay? And then you have to type that out. Okay? So let's move on. All right. So after maybe I was getting loaded at the time, so I was in the process. While I was getting loaded, I filled out the application. I submitted it. And then I helped them position the load on the back of the truck. You know, that all took time. I had to strap it down, chain it up, that kind of stuff. By the time I got outside to go walk towards, as I'm walking to go get my paperwork, I'm seeing that the automation system here canceled my booking to talk with Andy. Cancellation reason. Hi, Brent. Thank you so much for your interest in the career strategy session. In the course of reviewing your application, I noticed you indicated that you lack the ability to invest to transform your career and life at the moment. I completely sympathize that your financial resources may be limited for you at the moment, but the coaching program is designed for people who are able to invest in themselves and their career. That you did not say that before I spent 20 fucking minutes typing to you saying like that this is a free consultation. But no, there's a bar to entry. You need to tell people that, Andy. All right? In the meantime, I would highly recommend joining my Facebook group, which I've heard is not worth the time. Basically, he's selling off the fact that he's basically building a community of people that can help you because he's not going to. All right? Because he's the point man, basically. Right? So in the future, if financial resources become available, you can schedule. No, at this point, Andy, I'm not interested anymore. You know who I went with? I went with Mosh because his program is fleshed out. There's plenty of different. I literally have a lifetime subscription for $30 a month, and I'm learning so much from that, and I know exactly what I'm getting before I buy it, and I'm able to follow along because he gave out a 6-hour course on Python that I followed, and I loved it so much that I decided to invest in his program instead. I'm learning a lot from Mosh's program because he gave me an expectation to what he's going to be able to offer me. What you give me is a bunch of you can do it, yes you can motivational speeches, which I get it. Some people do need that, but I don't need that. I can use the fact that I am completely hating the fact that I'm stuck in this truck every single day and night. Sleeping, waking up in this truck, driving in this truck, eating in this truck. I'm never in the same place. At any moment I could get freaking robbed. I can use that as motivation to get me out of this truck. I don't need somebody to tell me I'm worth it. All right? So like without any kind of information. So we go over here to the client results, if it'll load. And basically, these are all people that have never really been in front of a camera before, because I've watched a good portion of these guys. There's a lot of uhs and right. Now, I will say I looked up these guys' LinkedIns, and Kevin, this guy right here, he is actually a software developer now. So I don't know exactly what they offer. Like, that's the thing. If you got $4,000, you're willing to take a chance, then go for it. If you guys have done this and you can vouch for it, that would be nice, because all we have here is, because everything I've looked up on this guy is, I can't find anything other than this right here. Learn to program, mastermind learning groups. He's a self-teaching computer science and programming. He was suggested to join Andy's program. $4,000 for 16 weeks. I can't really find any reviews online, which of course, if you're watching reviews on somebody's site that's selling you the product, obviously it's going to be catered to the people. Like, these guys sound like they were paid or they got a discount on their program if they agreed to write a good review in video format and send it to Andy so that he could post it on his site. There's no timestamps on these. I don't know how often these change. These might be here forever. And he's got, obviously, when you go to his page to schedule an interview, the time slots are always changing. So he's probably constantly denying and accepting people based on whether or not they can financially invest $4,000 just to talk to this man. Given that I made that option, and I say right now that I do have that kind of money to be able to pay for this, I don't know what I'm getting into. So I'm not going to sit there and just tell him I'm going to give him $4,000 for something. I don't even know what's going to happen. I want to talk to this guy first. And since he didn't grant me that opportunity, I feel like a lot of people are getting conned into this. And that's why I feel like my trust for Andy, and now I'm no longer going to watch his videos like it matters. I'm one person, right? But in reality, as a new aspiring software developer, primarily focusing on Python and Django, I will no longer be watching Andy or listening to any of his videos from here on out based on this experience alone. I don't like the automation. I get that he is possibly getting multiple people to come in and submit to his channel and whatnot, but I just feel like if you're wanting to try to offer a personalized thing, you're not even actually involved, because if you over here and you look at Kevin, if you watch Kevin's video, he talks about how somebody, but that's not Kevin, reviewing his code for him live or whatever the hell is going on with this program. They were very tight-lipped about what happens in this program, so that's another red flag for me. And then the fact that this is here, and this was 4 years ago, and I can't really find anything extra from here, anything else. But it looks like deleted here said Google search of his coding experience, according to his LinkedIn, shows professional coding career of 3 years and 10 months, which still stands today. That's where he left off. Because if we go back to his LinkedIn profile to look at his work experience, we have software developer here. He tried and failed at founder, whatever this is, at K-Centrics. I don't know what that is. That lasted 1 year. And he went back to being a software developer again for another year and 11 months. So that's, yeah. And then executive coach for Software Development Mastery, Inc. And he's been there for 4 years. So basically, this is still accurate. Maybe not even that, 3 years and 10 months. 10 years minimum, in my opinion, is where you can claim to teach highly proficient skills in any industry. 20 years for a mastery level. The rest of his work history includes cast members for Disney, Starbucks barista, sales rep for Chevy, office manager and legal assistant, coding stuff. He's owned software development mastery for 3 months, and this was 4 years ago. So yeah, 4 years and 3 months. Yep, exactly, 4 years and 3 months. I don't know about you, but learning mastery skills from someone who just had such a short professional career in the software development industry doesn't sound like a good $4,000 investment to me. When there are so amazing resources out there for free from individuals with far more experience, then of course you're absolutely right. His Facebook page doesn't seem all that helpful either. How would you recommend someone to get into a field without a computer science degree? Are there boot camps, mentors, and actually work? Now this guy obviously didn't find it necessary to respond to this man, or maybe he made a comment on another post and ended up getting his account deleted. But 4 years ago, this information probably isn't relevant. There's a lot of free stuff out there. I'm learning like crazy right now with just a limited amount of time that I have. But what I'll say is that this experience jaded me with this man. I don't want to recommend him to anybody else based on the limited information that he provides, the limited amount of information that's on Google regarding this man's mentorship program, quote unquote. If he's paying other people to do this, you can do it for much cheaper than $4,000 for 16 weeks. You can do it faster too. So just based on my experience and what I've been able to learn, I'm paying $30 a month for Mosh. You guys have most likely seen this guy, Mosh Coding Made Simple. He's got a lot of free courses on YouTube right now that you don't have to pay anything for. You probably have to watch some ads, whatever. But I signed up for his all access pass for $31. He's not sponsoring this at all. Obviously, nobody's even seen this. By the time anybody does actually see this, I'll probably only have I got like 1 sub right now. It doesn't even matter. But like I said, I wanted to record this to remind myself of what happened at this time and what's been going on. Every little detail that I can, no holds barred. I'm not trying to make anybody look good or make myself or anybody look bad. I am just documenting what happened. Obviously, this did not go well with Andy. I don't even know what I was signing up for. All I wanted to do was talk to this guy, and I was locked in by a $4,000 price tag. And this guy's got everything automated, and I bet you anything he didn't even code that himself. So for him to offer a $4,000 mentorship program over 16 weeks where he probably has minimal hands-on with anything, and then he probably gives you a slight discount for, putting out one of these little reviews here, which I'll be watching this very closely. I'll be bookmarking this, and I'll be putting it in my project. Well, you know what? Yeah, we'll do it in project ideas. I'll be coming back to this page every couple weeks, and I'm going to see here all these little things here. You can find them on a Google search. You don't find a lot on this. Either he's real good at scrubbing the internet for any real testimonials, or he's paying these people to put this out here. So just be forewarned. I mean, if you actually did his program and weren't paid or you didn't have to sign an NDA, then come talk to me. But unless you know what the hell's going on, please don't comment on this. This is just what I'm feeling like. This is just me sharing my experience with what I tried to do with Andy, and the fact that I literally didn't even really talk to this man, and I got automated responses because I wasn't able to, quote unquote, financially invest in my future. Yeah. I want to say some very vulgar words, but I won't. So yeah, that's it. Remember, just ladies, love it, hate it, rate it. Take care. I'll see you all another time.